Hi, my name is Andreas Neumann, the Chief Creative Director at Jushi. I spent the last 3 decades on the forefront of advertising, branding, entertainment, and digital applications. Through proven methods, research, data, and digital technologies, we have transformed how companies like Apple, IBM, McDonald's, international hotel chains, and banks think about brands and their experience. In my role at Jushi, I'm charged with leading the company's creative vision and its entrance into the digital age. We're leveraging the power of research, data technologies, and processes that drive value while reshaping how we think about today's current cannabis consumers. Brands are defined by their experiences. It's what helps them to stand out and is on top of the list when consumers decide to be loyal to a brand. We're working to make the lives of customers better, easier, simpler. A relationship with a brand is like any other. To make it work, you need an ongoing understanding of what the customers need and what makes them happy.
Hi, my name is JULIAN SCAFF, and I'm the Director of Experience Design at Jushi. So over the last 10 years, I think a lot of companies have come to realize that user experience is the brand. And in fact, we've discovered that it's even broader than that customer experience is the brand. And that means that as designers, we need to make sure that everything a company does is very intentional. It doesn't just include like the product design or the service, but it's every touch point with the customer. It's how we interact with them. And it's even maybe things that are beyond our control, but we can at least be aware of and have empathy for. When I first started working with Jushi, we were kind of starting at ground zero. And so we really had to begin with understanding the customers. And so we started with a very heavy research phase. And we went out and interviewed lots of people, and we collected survey data and looked at other data sources and just tried to collect as much information as possible about who the customers were, what their wants and needs were, their pain points, et cetera, et cetera.
Our process starts with research. Our team examines how consumers behave, and we observe them, how they interact in their environment. We call this the customer journey. This phase is designed to give detailed information as what consumers do, insights into consumers' digital and analog touchpoints, and how they interact on their journey to purchase cannabis products. Based on these observations, our team creates the architectural blueprint of the ideal flow of events. In the tech world, we call this the interaction design. And that's our phase 2. At this point, we're no longer blind or shooting in the dark. We have the insights, we need to develop a cohesive plan. Our goal is to have a frictionless experience for both our customers and our employees.
Whenever you're designing a product or service or any kind of experience, you're always looking for what we call in the design world friction points. And that means a point at which there's a friction between the human and the system, whatever that system is. It's a physical product or a service or maybe a digital app or something like that. And a friction point is basically where it doesn't work the way the user wants it to, or it doesn't do what they want it to do, or maybe there's a malfunction and things like that. And so those are the kinds of things that we focus in on, because those are the things that draw down the user experience. That degrade it. And each time that happens, it's basically chipping into your brand, and it's less and less likely the customer will come back. You can't really compete on products anymore. You have to compete on experience. And that includes like the visual design of the branding. It includes like how packaging is designed and how it works, how you open containers and things like that. The taste and smell of things, if there are sort of extra delightful little discoveries that the user can have. It's also like online shopping. It's the in-store experience. It's when they see a sign driving down the street. And so it's a million different touch points. And so as designers, we no longer are really designing individual products. We're really designing whole ecosystems.
Great brands are a combination of promise and proof, mostly proof. You can claim a lot of things, paint a positive picture, suggest outcomes of how the public might feel when they experience your brand. But if what you ask to buy isn't delivering value, then it's pretty quick. Goodbye. I see you later. Today, the brand equals the experience. And companies that don't understand that or take the time to understand their customers' needs will be left behind.
What customers are looking for is a better experience because they know they can buy the same product at another place down the street. And so the question is, do they get a good feeling when they walk in your front door? Do they trust your bud tenders? Do they trust the store in general? Do they feel good about a purchase when they make a purchase? Do they like the way that we talk to them? There's all sorts of things that affect that. And that is really what's driving